I am back with some more Assassin's Creed Origins. We're on episode 58 of the Let's Play series. And continuing kind of soon after the last recording, it was yesterday. I recorded before work, and I'm doing the same today. So I've kind of got a little bit of a new routine going in a way. But I'll see how it goes, like recording before work. Like, it worked out okay yesterday. I think if I'm really burnt out, I won't do it, but yeah, at the end of last episode, we were after these. Well, we went here, and the captain weren't there because I assume he might be connected to the rebels and stuff in this quest. I kind of cut it off the quest at the end to start it off at here. Just so that we kind of start off with some story stuff, because this quest that we kind of kicked off here, we started it at the end of the last episode, pretty much, and yeah. Usually it's kind of good, nice to start stuff off from scratch, but what's that? No, we'll do that. Then maybe we can go back to that camp. Fuck off. Thanks, Senu. He's giving me a petty kill then. Felt bad for me. But yeah, I'll see how it works. Like, I don't know how I feel about recording in Saints Row before work, because Saints Row can get kind of stressful. The fucking headers. Got him anyway. See another shitty blue item. Might be able to get that Flacketai. It's Flacketai, isn't it? Well. It is Flacketai, isn't it? Or is that Odyssey? But there's some rebels fighting, yeah. A lot kicking off in this region.
I'll rally the troops in my range. I'll have your guts out.
Oh, he might be connected to that camp.
Time to rest him. There's nothing here.
Not a pretty sight. Whoa. Oh, smell for that. I think something's out here. Close. Can't jump.
What's the problem with it? I might like the captain might be there now, but I don't know. I don't want to go back there for him to not be there yet. I think I'd rather do this quest than. He might not even be here.
Best not to draw attention here.
Hey, what?
Ah. person. Ah. The last few camps I've been to, they've been dead. No idea. It's kicking off, but for no reason. Seems like. The little ganders. See if there's any loot. Oh, hey, bruv. Seems to be all looted up. Yeah. Bit meh, to be fair. Who's that prick's running around like an arsehole? Guess we could go do him, get him done. So that might be the last one. But yeah, we'll go for an hour or so. That's the thing, I was kind of worrying yesterday about when I was finishing my last episode. Probably why I cut off this quest, really. But really, I still had like an hour, but it did give me time to upload it, to be fair, and eat and stuff, so... yeah, it's probably a good thing. On this guy. Yeah, Falakite. Falaki. Oh, he's got fucking buddies all around him, the cocksucker. Oh no, fuck. Off.
Buy me some time. I must push on. Stop, but you will die.
Whoa.
I know I'm cheesing it. I'm outnumbered. I missed that. Bayek. Fail. That's screaming.
Got this. Die, worm.
His bodyguards were pathetic. They didn't even care. Happy days. I don't know if that's all of them. They're not exactly important. I might get a bit of loot from them, but it's a bit of effort. Health on hit, that's alright. That's actually pretty good. That might be good for the boss fights. Elevation multiplier. What's that all about? They're bunched up now. Rebels might be dealing with this for me.
This area is off limits.
What a clean shot! I'll rally the troops. Treacherous dogs are put down. I'll have your guts for that.
Dead. Happy days. Nice. Latin. Go there, and then we'll backtrack to these quests. I don't know. Yeah. Here's me saying, oh, I'll come start up this episode with doing some story stuff about questing. And look at me, I'm like walking away from the target. Are they friendly? Alright. Well, there is that. What if we did That, and then that. I know. But I think my audio's been fine. I've been looking through my videos, and the Assassin's Creed seems fine. There's not been any real issue with it. But yeah, so it's kind of annoying that it was such an issue with Gears of War. I'm kind of tempted to, like, perhaps do a live stream on, like, the multiplayer summit. Something random. And just see if it still happens, and it's just a Gears of War thing. But I don't think it's not just a Gears of War thing, because it was happening in Doom Eternal for the last few episodes, which was weird. It wasn't like it was throughout the whole of Doom Eternal, I don't think. Mom. How am I meant to get that shot? That's fucking bullshit. He just fucked off. He's gotta come back, surely. Hardly worth it. I got 16 of them in one, that's kind of good.
Whoa.
Might be just treasure. Nice, easy. Easy location. Wow. It says to kill a wildlife. Easy. Yeah, gem, that's good. That's actually finally a good location. Take that. Just one though. How many more I've got to do to get enough profit to upgrade my Bayek? It's a bit ridiculous. Alright, This one. I doubt this would be like an elephant thing, or I'll probably question doing it if it is that. It'd probably be. I don't know what it would be. Maybe stone thing. I don't think we got too many of them to do as well. Yeah. Easy.
Papa, what is best in life?
To seek justice and truth. To live with honor. To protect the weak and the poor. And to love your mother.
My friend Kenan said it was to crush our enemies and to hear the lamentations of their women.
We are Magi, son. Not barbarians. Apis, the bull god. He is the strength of the pharaoh. Each year, he is born as a calf with special markings. The pharaoh finds this calf and worships it.
Apis. I feel like having a photo. Yeah, it's cool. Right, Alright, let's start doing these quests, because I'm kind of neglecting it. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Especially if they're close to one another. A cool location. Oh, look at that. Markings on a simple cave face. Now, the odds of anyone coming up here, really. Well, I suppose you're close to that. Some, yeah, people would. Like, it's such a small little thing in a big, massive world. Not a pyramid. Nothing that extravagant. Just like cave markings. I keep watching reviews on Assassin's Creed Origins and Odyssey and Valhalla. Like, people just comparing all three as a bundle. And sure, they're all the same in a way, but no, it's just a shame how people talk down these games so much. When I ain't played Valhalla yet, but even though Origins and Odyssey they are bloated. I'd say Origins isn't that bad. Odyssey, there is a lot of map, but for me, I really don't mind it all. Like when you look at it from a reviewer's perspective, they want to smash through a game and move on to the next. because that's what they need to do. But say you're a fan of Assassin's Creed, or, well, say you're a fan of ancient Greece, ancient Egypt, the Vikings. Like, sure, I think the Vikings, it's not that authentic in the clothing apparently, but say you want to immerse yourself in that sort of period, or like be able to just hop into a massive open world and just go and do stuff. Like, these games are doing it, and like, whether you play it to just smash through the story as soon as you can, or say you're playing it like I am, where you're going point to point, I think it's open to anyone to just hop in and play. It's kind of, it's a bit like Call of Duty, where some people just they buy a Call of Duty every year just for the story, the campaign, because they just want the over the top crazy Call of Duty campaign that they always get, where they don't even touch the multiplayer.
That wind will raise the suns.
But it's up to the player. Like, I think with this, it's something that this game would keep you playing for over a year. If you were either pacing yourself, you could play this for over a year. Like, I don't know when I started this series, but I must be playing over 6 months now, way over maybe. And I've got no intention of stopping yet. Like, I think with Origin Odyssey, I did have a break, like midway through, but then as soon as I got back into it, I was loving it again. And I think with this game and Odyssey and Valhalla, I think maybe, I don't know. Valhalla is the one that I ain't touched, so I might not like Valhalla, but like, these are games that you could, like, if you want to play it every day and smash through it, through the story and stuff, you could do it within a week or so. But say you want to play this over a year, where you hop in now and then and just do a little bit, you'd be playing this for a year or two, up until probably the next release of the game. And I think this game works. Like, for me, I think it's why Mirage, I think, is going to be so interesting, because if they are going to make Mirage like an old school Assassin's Creed vibe, and they start doing that, where we have like these big open world Origin games, and then you have the classic Assassin's Creed Mirage stealth, social stealth sort of games, I think these games and Assassin's Creed in general will be so valuable for people to just enter the world, like,
Bold,
and
angry looking, and with bodyguards. No doubt. Medon.
and realistically, Assassin's Creed has got to a stage now where you could pick any game in the timeline to just pick and play, whether you connect it to the Assassins or not. I think Assassin's Creed has become both related to the Assassins, but more about the history and being able to take someone back in time to a specific place that they might want to be interested in. Like, for how long has people said, oh, we want an Assassin's Creed set in China? I think we're going to be getting that in a few.
Keep the net safe!
Stupid girl. Thinks she can hide treasure from me, does she? She'll talk soon enough. Everyone talks under the hilt of iron.
I am your first judgment, Medon. Prepare to die.
And like, sure, like these bigger open world games, unless they're going to put the time in, like The Witcher, it's not going to touch The Witcher in quality or like story wise. They're going to fill it out with stuff. But for me, if the core gameplay's fun, and there is somewhat heart to the story, or they don't just rewrite history for the sake of it, or like they don't take the mick almost with history.
Good riddance. This should offer some measure of respite to the rebels. Now to find the citadel and save the child.
I think it's fine. Like, as long as you don't have like a Battlefield 5 scenario where people are running around with biotic arms and 100 women on the battlefield, and the devs are making out like that was history. It's like, no, don't do that. you can't just do that in a way.
Whoa.
And then I think it's fine overall.
Whoa.
And like, sure, I think you've got to especially be in the mood for Assassin's Creed. You can't just, I think, especially, like, that's the thing with a lot of reviewers. Really, you need to look at, I think probably the best place to look for, like, opinions on Assassin's Creed would be either maybe the fan pages for that specific game, maybe. Like, maybe some people would cloud their judgment, because, like, for me, I know, like, I'm not arguing the fact that this game is repetitive, because look at me, I'm question marking it, for Christ's sake. It's not an ideal game mechanic, really, to be too interesting, and the whole roadblock in this game with the gems, I think that is it's the worst bit of the game. Like, I'm at this stage of the game where I'm trying to find these gems or having to buy them to unlock more of these, and I feel like it's so unnecessary for such a good game. Because, like, that's the thing, if a game is good,
Sandstorm coming.
you will buy the side stuff. Like, if you've got a load of skins and it's worth it, you'll buy it. If there's a season pass with some story stuff coming, you're gonna buy it. Like, I don't know, it's just... But then, I think these games are still brilliant. Like, running through ancient Egypt is a damn sight more exciting than reading a textbook on ancient Egypt. Even though, to be fair, I'd say probably ancient Egypt was probably one of my favourite history subjects. It's just fascinating that this civilization has such crazy architecture for its time, and I think it's really cool to see, really. But to have a game set in this period and be so detailed and be so, like, when we're at this stage in gaming where they can make worlds like this, probably as quick as they have done, and fill it with, sure, most of the time quests that aren't relative to the main narrative, but it's still like you are in this world and you're doing stuff in it, and I think overall, like, there's nothing holding these games back, really. Like, I think, if anything, Ubisoft is doing itself a disservice by releasing the RPGs back to back consistently. But that's not helping the black brand of this style. They should have planned it out like, we're gonna make an RPG, then a classic Assassin's Creed, maybe some other stuff like the platformers that they did. I wouldn't mind playing through some of them, because I haven't really touched them before. I've touched the Japanese one, or Chinese one. I'll probably be on offensive there, but I've played that one a little bit, but not completed it. So they've got all them spin-off sort of games, and I think they're kind of trying to do stuff now. But yeah, like, I don't know. But I think, like, it's frustrating to see reviewers like say there's too much stuff to do, and it's like, I don't know, like, if someone was going out their way to buy Assassin's Creed, they're obviously buying it because they've got the time to play that specific one, I'd say, or they just want to buy it to experience that sort of world in that moment. Like, that's the thing, people aren't, like, I hope now people aren't just buying games for the sake of buying games. Like, if anything Game Pass shows you is, like, you should play and buy a game when you want to play it, not because it's just been released. And that's what a lot of reviewers do. Like, if anything, you should watch the reviewers that do retrospectives, so like 7 years after a game's been released, because that reviewer, he's not got that clouded judgment of what it was when it first came out. And like, where people might say, oh, live service is bad, but if a game's been out for several years, it's had probably the maximum amount of patches that the devs are willing to do it. So it should be the best stage it's at, and it's not going to be early access like a lot of games do, you know? But like, you look at the reviews that were out when the game came out, like, a lot of people with Origins were really positive about it, but now, because of Odyssey, people don't like it, because it's the same thing, and it's like, why? Like, you were positive about it when it first came out, what's the difference now? Is it just because it's not aged poorly, I'd say? I'd say Origins is probably aged better than Odyssey. For me personally, I think I've got equal love for both. I think, if anything, I would probably go for Odyssey if I wanted to just go through this open world and just do random stuff in. Whereas this, I would rather do the side content, like the quests. I think the quests are way better in this, and a lot of the side stuff too, like the stone circles. I'd say the camps are a bit more interesting. I don't know about the stealth. I think that can be a bit messy, but but yeah, even then that's not bad. Like, I think the gameplay changes up enough for it to be different as well. Like sure, I would say story-wise, like Odyssey definitely goes probably too wacky with the gods vibe, but it goes with the setting, I think, with the whole. Like, that's where Odyssey probably pushes it. You know, where earlier I was talking about history and being authentic to the time. I think the whole archetype of making things more godlike and like turning Cassandra into a god. Like, sure, like gameplay wise, I love it because it makes you feel like a badass. But history wise, it is a bit wrong in a way. It's not right. Where is he? Oh, we got you, dickhead. But that's the thing, like I say, if you're playing Odyssey, if you go in, if you want to just be a fucking super god, like you get that vibe, but then if you want to see the history, it is there as well. And really, and as well, you can build Cassandra to be, or Alexios to be more grounded. Like when you're starting to get into the DLC, that's when the games usually get a bit wacky. Like even with this, like the whole Animus. Oh, this is annoying. It's kind of good because it's like I can't use Senu.
The wind rises, and the sand with it. Mountains of sand.
This is mad.
That wind. Sandstorm coming.
Hey!
I suppose any game is
Hey,
like
who are
every
you?
game has its own opinion on said thing.
Alarm! Alarm! Die, mongrel!
Oh, you can't. Where's the? I need to get the brazier. Oh no 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 no. Shit! I'm a fucking not. How did you fall from that height, you dickhead? Probably got so scared he killed himself. Ay ay ay. God damn it. Bastards. No, don't want that. God damn it. Don't really want to do this, to be fair. This is such a big camp. If I can do it stealthily though, it'll be satisfying. Just so many things can go wrong with a big camp like this. As long as I got the brazier, ain't too bad. I think if we get to the center bit, we should be alright.
I must be careful now.
Ah, guys, I got a visual shot on me. Let's have a look. He's a big bastard. He's not. He's gonna be last to deal with. I'm not gonna be able to assassinate that cunt.
Hey, what? What?
Fuck off. Where is it? I'll be safe up here. It's right there. Are you serious?
Kill you!
Ah.
What? That's odd.
Shit, come on.
Hey!
Ah, come on.
Nothing. Better stay sharp.
That.
Hey, what?
Where are you fucking coming from? Who spotted me then? How? Fuck off. Bullshit.
What?
How? Fuck you. Where are they coming from?
Hey!
Fucking assholes. Oh, we could get that guy. That'll be that last captain. And then... Really, if we can isolate that guy, we might be alright. I might be able to cause a ruckus. I might be able to take him on. There's not many people around him. That arsehole. How? Fuck off, bro. Jesus. I don't know. Well, I could lure this guy up here to the top king. It's not.
Hey, what?
Fuck off. Where's this geezer come? Like, that's the thing. With the stealth, like, you try and think, oh, actually, these guys aren't going to come over it, but they, as soon as you take on the targets around the area, they start coming to that area for no reason.
Well, can't be sure.
It's fucking red and it didn't get the shot. Might be able to get him. Get on the fucking pipe, man. What are you doing? Yeah. Clipping through it. Don't know if I'm gonna be able to assassinate him from here though. He's gonna probably spot me because it's a fucking stupid game. I'm gonna have to wrap up in a bit anyway. Damn it. Yeah, of course he doesn't go.
Hey! Trouble here!
Why? See, they just come into that area. It's like, fucking hell. Two of them. Fucking.
Look sharp.
So essentially I've got to kill all of them to do this, which is frustrating as hell. They just keep coming closer and closer and it doesn't make sense. Just to kill this guy, because I don't want to fight him with another 2 people on him. It's not worth it. Oh, you gotta be careful. If he doesn't spot that, I might be able to get him there.
What? Spoiled children will be spanked.
Is poison still up here?
What?
No, of course.
Nothing. Better stay sharp.
Fucking asshole. Get out of my fight, bruv.
Nothing here. Alarm! Over here! Catch this flash. Indeed. Hey, what? Damn it! We must catch up! Ah, there you are! There you are! Die, mongrel! Got you!
I did nothing to him. Fuck off! What the f- You bastard! Yes! Thinks he's fucking it. Eat my poison, dickhead. Ah. Horrible back. And I got a blue item from him. Brilliant. That's worth it, isn't it? That made a load of sense. Fucking blue item. Blue. Fucking blue. For that sort of guy. For how tough he is. Fucking blue. Unbelievable. Can't really make it up, to be fair.
Coming.
I think we've had that before, but fucking hell. Here's me trying to praise the game earlier, and then they fucking do that. But that's the thing, that's probably the thing with this game, is the loot is the biggest issue. It's so shit, and broken, and unthought out, and padded out to no end. It's awful. I think Odyssey did it better, because at least you had like, well, when they did the transmog system, at least you had the incentive to, oh actually this is a kind of a cool new blue item I've got, because I can use it as a visual change or something.
You, the tall one.
Stella, I see you have an escape route planned out.
You understand. Now climb on the cart and drive us out of here.
God bless you. Run faster!
Where do I go there,
What are you
kid?
doing? No, the other way.
This way?
Hey, what? That's it. Die!
Yes, well done. Now go to our camp nearby. We will be safe there.
Shit, did I? Yeah, I did do everything.
That's right. Head for the big pile of rocks with trees. We have a camp there. We are here.
Damn sot, what are you playing at?
Thank you, brave warrior. That was a chariot ride worthy of Set himself. Did the rebels send you? Those men were going to kill me.
You show much fire for one your age.
You were two in my place. The pharaohs' dogs seek to wipe us out and control everything. They do not understand. Life must flow freely or else everything rots. They wanted my treasure, so I fought back. Besides, I had to protect Hitanu. If they had found him, they would have killed him. I have been so worried.
Your friend is safe. He's back at the camp with the others, where you should be as well.
I know. Be more careful, Stella. Stay out of trouble, Stella. One day, though. One day, I'll be just like you. I will liberate the desert so we can all be free.
On that day, come find me, young warrior. It will be an honor to fight by your side.
That's cool. Ah, that's a ton of XP too.
I am going to ask Hamid for more warrior training. Just you wait. Greetings, Magi.
He's cool. But yeah, I might wrap up here. Like, that's a cool. I wish there was a transmog system because that's a really cool looking shield. It's not worth it. But the fact that I got that purple shield off a random guy, weren't it? And then that big fuck off guy who was wrecking me had a blue item. It's like, what is it, man? Right, that's the thing. If the loot system and the upgrading system was on the same level as the open world in this game would be phenomenal. It's why I think some scenarios I do prefer Odyssey, because like you have the transmog system, sure, but like you can somewhat build your character in a more personal way. I think it's a bit more tuned, I'd say. I don't know whether it's as balanced as this. Like, this is probably a little bit more balanced, maybe, but I don't know. Have we done everything? I might run down here to get that done. To get that guy. If he's there. Hopefully he is. Yeah, we did that. I think we have got everything. So hard to see. We'll have a look. We'll go do that first, and then probably wrap up. But another good episode. But my views is that overall, like, even a bad Assassin's Creed game isn't that bad. I think as long as it isn't broken. I think probably the worst one is Unity, because of how like, I was never able to complete that game, whereas every other Assassin's Creed, well, I haven't played Valhalla yet, but I'm sure I'm going to be able to complete that. Kill Steel. But Unity was the one that I think people say it's playable now, so maybe it would be worth in the future having a go. But Unity was the one game that I just couldn't play because it was just so like awkward to play, if anything. It wasn't bad, like the game was all cool. But like gameplay wise it was just so yeah, it was just so buggy and glitchy and weird, and it was just, yeah, unpolished if anything, and it just put me off from the game really, and it went beyond people just talking about it as well. It was something that was visually an issue. But like, I don't mind a buggy game per se, as long as it's like playable or, well, like fun to play as well. Like if it's a little bit glitchy, like say Far Cry when you got a guy go flying or something, like that's a laugh, innit? But say it's something that you're struggling to complete a mission, say, like that's an issue. But every other Assassin's Creed I've always completed and had a blast doing it, and well, ever since my recent Black Flag, I've been playing Assassin's Creed in a way that is a long-term experience, where I collect everything, I do as much, I don't try and rush through it per se, and I think I prefer playing Assassin's Creed like that in a way. Whereas like before, I'd play an Assassin's Creed for the release date, and it's like you're playing it to you're playing it for a release date and complete it as soon as possible because you want to watch YouTube videos and to not get spoiled. So you're going to be rushing it through just for like the reviews, and it's like, why? If anything, if they are promoting a game to be released, you should just either ignore it and say, no, I'm going to buy it in a year, even better, a couple of years, when it is dead. Like, there's so many games, and like, there's so many moments where there's a gaming drought. People talk about, oh, there's a drought of game, there's nothing to play, and it's like, fuck off. There's loads to play. It's just you don't want to go back and play an old game, quotation marks, when really them older games are probably better than any new release that you want to play. For example, like Dying Light 2. I've been seeing reviews on Dying Light 2, and gameplay wise it looks worse than Dying Light. But yeah, if you got an issue with the review of if you don't like the look of Dying Light 2, or even you like the look of Dying Light 2, play through the first game first. I've seen so many people play through Dying Light 2 before Dying Light 1, and it's like, it's madness to do that. Because Dying Light 1 is so brilliant. And you probably have a second opinion if you did that too. Where is this guy? I'm sorry, but this guy just doesn't exist. Maybe he's over here. Ah, he's over there. Where the fuck is he going? Probably what you were doing last time. And let's help these guys out. get the XP.
Strong.
I think that'll do for today. I think that's everything from this region. I think it is. So hard to read the map. I think that might be it, guys. If it is, we'll double check at the beginning of the next episode. I think if we are done with this region, I think I was planning on going through all the desert area over the next few. Because we're at that level we can do it. So we will smash through that area. And then I'm thinking perhaps we'll go up here and do some of this. Well, this region we ain't finished yet. So I might go and do that. And then maybe we'll loop around, go through the sea bit. I don't know how much will be there. Maybe down here. And then back up. That might be a good way. It might be quite a few episodes, but if we smash through it enough, we should get a load of it done.
Thank you so much.
But we kind of finished off where we started, which is kind of good. I don't think there's anything. There's them up there. I might leave it for next episode.
Take your positions.
But hopefully I'll remember. We'll double check in the beginning next time, and I think I should remember. But yeah, I think we've done enough. It's now 15. But yeah, it's been quite a good one, kind of talking about my thoughts on Assassin's Creed, and yeah, like it's an interesting one because I get a load of people's criticisms about the RPG games, but I don't think they're as bad as people want them to be. I know Assassin's Creed has kind of got a fatigue name in a way, but honestly, I think what they are putting out, it's not the worst game franchise out there. I don't think they... I think the worst elements are the corporate side of stuff, so like the microtransactions, when the microtransactions gets in the way of the game itself. It's not... I think that, especially playing with Origins and playing from a new game, it's noticeable. Like when we did the Assassin's Creed Odyssey playthrough, I was on New Game Plus, so I didn't really see that side of it too much. But what I remember of Odyssey, I think it was better. Like I don't remember the whole gem thing, and like the only thing you had to do is upgrade your weapons and stuff consistently. But I see it was better because you could kind of grind effectively enough to do it, whereas this, it's like the gems are a roadblock, and the fact you can buy them, that's an issue. Like that's the biggest thing with these modern games, is it's the microtransactions getting in the way of the game. Like when really, if they made this customization stuff, well, not the customization, the upgrade system good, the looting system good, and it didn't push you to buy or like go out your way to find a way to not pay for it, or you've got to work like kind of even harder to achieve it, or it's not as I'd say it's not as satisfying in this. I think it was more satisfying in Odyssey. I think it worked a bit better. But in this, it's like the gems are so rare, it's hard to understand why it's implemented besides microtransactions. And I think if this game didn't have that roadblock, people would be inclined to buy the skins and stuff. Like if they put the effort into the skins like they have done, and the game had a really good looting system on top of an upgrading system, people would buy the skins and support the game, buy the DLCs, and I don't know, I think it's just like, it's just annoying. Like when you had games years ago where you could just put in a cheat code to get unlimited money or something. I think now it's just got to a point now where there's no going back to that. Unless a dev is like, yeah, we want to do that, but Ubisoft would never do something like that. Well, they never did, but they'll never not put it in a game because they've done it before, and why wouldn't they do it again? And they've been doing it for years. They've done it before Origins. Look at Odyssey, no, Unity, Syndicate. Like they had the Helix stuff, I think, in them games. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, I think the games anyway. I think the quality of like the open world. I think the gameplay is good as well. Outshines that negative, because for me, like, even though I've got a few gripes with this game, I'm still gonna go every single where in the map. I've got like no hatred or like, because I wouldn't force myself to, if I really didn't like it, I would not do it. Like, I think with Origins, especially because of it's got decent quests and stuff, and characters to keep you going. And I'd say Odyssey, it was kind of random when it came to that, but like Odyssey, it still had some fun moments. That's the thing. Even though some of the characters are a bit wacky and a bit much, it is somewhat entertaining, even if it is bad. It's like with Jacob from Syndicate. Like, he might be a bit of a big kid, but it is somewhat entertaining to see. Maybe it kind of takes you out of the world a little bit, but he is different enough to kind of admire it for a little bit. I don't know. It's been a while since I played that, but yeah, like, for me, I don't think there's been a bad Assassin's Creed game. Like, when you look at, like, say, Call of Duty or something, when it's been so rocky with that, like, most of the time the multiplayer is fine, because that's where they put the effort in. But like, say Battlefield, I'd say Battlefield is a much more sketchy brand than Assassin's Creed. I think the reason why they're making Assassin's Creed every year or every other year, because people want it. Like, whether the sales are down or up, like, they're gonna make a shit ton of money because of the name. It's like with Star Wars. Even if they're gonna make shit movies or shit shows, you're gonna have that core fandom that will like it no matter what. Like, maybe I am that core fandom for Assassin's Creed where I'll like it no matter what, but for me, I'll always pick up an Assassin's Creed and play it and enjoy it, I think. Unless it is like Unity, where it's a bit of a struggle to play through, and I'm like, yeah, I'll leave it. But even then, Unity I still think is really cool. I love the parkour in that game, and I even thought that combat was fun, because it was actually your first time challenging combat. But it was just a bit like your world was kind of just making the game a bit too buggy, and I don't know. But yeah, like, if anything, if they tried to remake Unity now, I think they would learn so much from it, especially when they've done these games. I think they could do so much for a Unity 2.0 or a Unity remake. I think Unity has a valid remake, because it means that they could take that existing Unity and rebuild it to a sense that is, one, finished, but two, they could add so much more to it. Bring back Arno, maybe Unity 2, I don't know what they would call it, but bring Arno back for a second game and give him another shot, because I think he was a good character. Like, for what I played, like, I ain't played it in years, so, but I think he was kind of a new Ezio in a way. Like, he kind of was that charming Prince Charming, weren't it, really? But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, for today, I'll leave Assassin's Creed Origins, and yeah, it was kind of cool talking about Assassin's Creed and kind of giving my thoughts on it, as I do it every so often, because like, this series is always a big one, so don't be surprised in a couple of episodes I'll probably talk about it again. But But usually in a couple of episodes it's been a few weeks. That might be why. Like, that's the thing. That's probably why I do repeat myself a lot in my videos. But that's because it's been either so long since I last played, and I'm just probably either forgot what I was talking about, or it's something that I just want to bring up again. And it's probably better than dead silence, or well, I don't know. People might want me to not talk, but that's the thing. I don't really care if people watch or not. But if anything, this channel is more for me to just play a game and kind of talk and get stuff off of my chest, whether it's about gaming or not. And if anything, it's just to get some stress out, because gaming is the best form to get some stress relief, I think. But yeah, for today, we'll leave Assassin's Creed Origins, and I'll continue on the next one, because I think I've done enough for today. But yeah, loving it as always, loving my Let's Plays. We should be continuing on in the next few days with Saints Row, so not tomorrow but the day after. And then yeah, we're just going to be still alternating between this and Saints Row, I think. And yeah, I'll leave it for a few rotations, but if I ever bring Bannerlord or Grounded back, I'll make it a bit more of a bigger thing, maybe. Maybe I need to figure out what I want to do with them games. Perhaps things I would like to think, if anything, with Bannerlord, with the Darius Let's Play, like, that is a never-ending thing. Maybe I should consider doing a campaign playthrough for Bannerlord now, since I kind of know how to play it a little bit more. Maybe a campaign playthrough would be a good thought. Brand new character, brand new start. Might be good. I'll think about that, but I think for now I'm happy with just Assassin's Creed and Saints Row, plus any random full Let's Plays I get round to doing. But yeah, I think for now we'll leave it here. I'm not sure how far we've got through Saints Row, but be sure once we've got through Saints Row we'll be back with State Decay 2. But yeah, I'll leave it here for today, and then we'll continue on in the next one. So as always, thanks for watching if you've been watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.